All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go over three things. We're going to go over my DJT position, we're going to go over the YouTube portfolio, and then we're going to go over stocks that I am watching for next week. All right, guys, so here's DJT. This is on the Fidelity platform, Trump Media and Technology Group. You can see that I have a total cost basis of $3,200 in it, 250 shares at $12.85. Currently at the price of $14.75, closed the bell on Friday. We are up $475. We haven't taken any profits yet. We're going to break down where I'm looking to start shedding off some shares, but this has definitely been a very good percentage gain in the last 3 days. So we have to start thinking, where's our stop loss? Where's our exit? And I think this is a good lesson for anybody. When you start making some gains, you need to protect your profits. You have to remember where your entry was and where you're trying to exit, and how much are you willing to give up. So we have a cost basis around $12.78. We bought sometime around here a few days ago. We're up 15%. We got to start thinking realistically, where would be our stop loss. Now if you look on the year to date, this stock has completely died. It went from $79 all the way down to about $11.75. That's an 86% loss. So in my mind, I'm trying to make a certain percentage on it, and I'm going to keep holding if I think that it's showing momentum. As you can see right now, looking on the 1 month chart, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see here from 1175 here, it is trading in this channel. This is the trend that has formed. And we were fortunate enough to finally catch a low and see if this continues. So what I'm going to start doing now is, in my analysis, and look, I'm a YouTuber, don't follow my trades. This is entertainment only. I'm doing this so you guys can, just see how somebody else trades and what their mindset is. And if you like it, leave a comment in the section below. So here we go. So right here, after that disclaimer, I'm looking at this level at 13.75 as a potential add position, because looking at this chart, you can see, we're going to mark this in red now. We mark this channel that's trading. We'll see how, if it just keeps trading within this channel, which would be nice, stair-stepping up, because you had a nice run up here. It bounced off of 13.3. Now it's been holding this line between 13.7 and 13.8. So it's holding that range right now. What I want to see next week is, are we going to get a pullback from this $14 all the way back down to 14? And are we going to bounce from here? Are we going to pull back 5% and then make a move higher? Or are we going to trade within this channel, only go to about here, because this would be the trend line, go to around like 14.3, 14.4. If we can hold this range, will we bounce up from there? That would show true bullish momentum if it can continue to make higher highs. As you can see over the month, it has made higher highs. So now we just need to see, can we get past this 15.5? This is going to be a very difficult level to get past, but this is what I see when trading it. So stop loss is going to be a break of this 13.7. If we break this, we either have a choice to add or we have a choice to cut the whole position, because I don't want to give up the entire gains. We've made some gains on this. That's very good. Looking at the bigger picture here, though, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, this thing is completely sold off. But the problem is this company has no fundamentals. They don't make any money. They lose money every quarterly earnings when you look at their actual balance sheet. So this has to be played with more of a tight stop, because I know that I'm not buying Nvidia or Google where they can make up for it with their earnings if they start selling off. It might not ever come back if it sells off. So you have to be very careful when you own something like this. So my plan is to watch this trend. Let's see where it goes. Let's see if we can hold this 14.4. If it breaks this trend, it might just start selling off and go back down to $12. So we have to see how strong is this support level right here, these resistance, these tests. Let's see if it holds up. That's what I'm looking for DJT. So a great question is, how is the YouTube portfolio doing? Right now, it's a total of $33,927. It's 98% domestic stock. And if you look here, Fidelity says it resembles a most aggressive portfolio. And I would agree, because 87% of this fund so far, of my YouTube portfolio, is FSPGX, which I'll post this video at the end. I made a video on this index fund, which basically holds the top 10 high-tech companies. Like makes up 60% of the fund with a low expense ratio. I think it's great. I'm going to continue buying it long term. And then you have Starbucks, Tesla, Baba, and I'm going to break down the further positions that I've added over this month. All right, so you can see here, this is the YouTube portfolio. We're going to start from the top. We have Celsius at a cost base of $32.77. We have $608, which makes up 1.77%. Now realize this individual stocks, I don't want them to make up more than 8% of the portfolio. So as you can see, when you go through this, none of them are that high except for Starbucks at 3.49%. Nike, $73.22. We have $500 invested, up $110. Google, we have one share so far at $149.90. We bought them on the dip 2 weeks ago when they sold off, and they bounced up already 10%. Starbucks, $81.69. We were up $191, 19%. And as you can see, Tesla is my biggest position right now. Only a $500 investment, but we were up 68%. And then FSPGX is the biggest gainer, which is, these are both the same funds. They just, for some reason, it buys cash, then transitions it to margin, I guess because the account is now over 25 grand. As you can see, the total of 34,000 that is totally invested right now within this fund. We got some Baba, we got some Home Depot, and I'm going to show you the stock that I'm going to be adding at the end of the next month using the YouTube revenue. So Visa is the next stock that I'm going to be adding to the portfolio. It is finally starting to sell off. We had some news with the DOJ that's going on, 293. It sold all the way down to 268. And if you look at the percentage on that, it should be about, let's just see real quick. We're looking here. It's about 8% pullback. I'm going to place my order good till canceled around 260, 265. I'm just going to wait for that to fill. I want Visa to be in my portfolio. I want these guys long term. On the 5-year chart, they're trading in the middle of the channel, so I would like that to be an addition. Other stocks that I am watching right now, I am watching NVIDIA. I've day traded them. You can see on my YouTube P&L, that playlist, the 2024 playlist, I've made over $25,000 trading NVIDIA. I am waiting for a pullback. They're trading at 120 right now. I want to see if they're going to retest this 115. If they retest 115, 116, that's the next level that I'm looking for. I'm going to bring them up on a smaller chart so you can see. But when you go bring up the 5-day, it is kind of just slowly selling off, and it is making lower lows. You can see marked by here, marked right here, and we'll have to see if it can hold this 120 level. If it cannot, I am going to be a buyer around 115, 116. Now remember, I am not long-term holding this position. I am scalping it. So I am looking for safer entries where I can follow a designed stop loss. So if I buy at 115, 116, I know to cut my losses below this 114 range. That's what I'm looking for when it comes to NVIDIA. So obviously I'm a YouTuber, don't follow my trades, but this is what I'm seeing. And what I see here is clear consolidation right in this area, right in this area, and then right here. So that's why I'm looking to take that position. And I just think it's worth mentioning on the channel. The next stock that I'm looking at is MU. This is another semiconductor play. Look at year to date. I just want you to see the big picture. 157 sold all the way down to about $83, down 46%. Popped up since earnings, had a good earnings. Now it's at 27% negative. What I'm looking for now is I'm looking for a pullback to this $97. Anything that's really near the $100 to $97, I am looking for a re-entry. So percentage-wise, if it's trading at 107 and it pulls back here, that's about a 7-8% pullback. That's what I'm looking for to do another entry on them to go long, because this is bullish that had this nice movement. It's got to retest, fill this gap. Anytime you see like a big fill like this is a gap fill. So I want to see this get filled. I want to see this sell back off to 8%, around $100 to $98. I'll have a position back in MU. And just the last stock that I'm watching, because I'm really just watching MU NVIDIA, is I just want to review a potential long-term buy, which could be PayPal, but I chose Visa instead because I think Visa is just more reliable and PayPal is more of a growth company that we don't know where it's going to go. But you are starting to get some momentum off this $50 bounce. We're trading at $82. So I definitely would keep an eye on this, but I wouldn't be looking to enter right now. I'd have to get a pullback back to like $65. All right, guys, so if you like what you saw, definitely check out my other content here. I have my MU stock gains, the day trading I did, the DJT stock that we just updated, we're still holding, that we posted a few days ago. That's definitely getting a lot more views than other videos I've mentioned, so I appreciate that. Check out my reached my day trading goal this year. That was an awesome accomplishment. Definitely trying to push it further now. And then just other videos on ETFs, Fidelity, my day trading, or if you just want to learn how to trade, you can go on Fidelity Active Trader Pro, which I have videos based on just my playlist here. You will see the Fidelity index funds and ETFs, and you also see long-term investments for people that you just want to work your 9 to 5, etc., and you just need a long-term investment. Check this out. Definitely good stuff to learn. Trading P&L 2024 and the long-term portfolio 2022 to present, which is what we just showed you that earlier in the video. That just continuing to dollar cost average into the FSPGX and add the YouTube revenue as well, so it continues to grow over time.